Good afternoon and welcome to Rice Public Radio. We're going to explore the topic of subtle Asian disasters today. And what is subtle Asian disaster? Well, I'm using this as a reference to a Facebook group I'm in called Subtle Asian Bay Area. Now, what this group is, originally it came from a parent group called Subtle Asian Traits. Subtle Asian Traits is a Facebook group that has over 1.1 million members. It originated in Australia and it was created by high school students. And because this group took off and became so popular, it became kind of a cultural phenomenon. The founders were interviewed by media sources and I believe also including the New York Times. So what is Subtle Asian Traits? Subtle Asian Traits is a Facebook group for the Asian community, and it's where people post memes, links to relevant articles and videos, and people just submit funny things. All this has to do generally with issues in the Asian community, whether it's racism or discrimination, or it can be something more lighthearted, such as pop culture, like Pokemon, memes. Or it can be things regarding like, hey, what should I do in this situation? My parents are this. I have dating questions regarding this, so on and so forth. So Subtle Asian Bay Area is a group that kind of sprung off from Subtle Asian Traits. It's more of a networking event where people hang out together. There's over 1,600 members. And, people create events for like boba runs, Korean barbecue, karaoke, art shows and the like. And, people come out and hang out. So recently, I would say in the last 2 weeks, there's been some extreme controversy over this proposed policy of whether non-Asian individuals should be let into the group. I believe what this stemmed from was some people were uncomfortable with, non-Asians posting in the group, attending events, and there was people who felt uncomfortable. They believed that the group was exclusively for Asian individuals. The founders of the group created a Facebook chat called Asian American Discussion to just talk about the issues and what people felt regarding whether non-Asian individuals should be participating in the group. And this actually became quite a shit show. People were confronting each other with remarks. People got upset, people got angry, and people left the group because of all the tension. The admins of the group created a Google poll to assess people's opinions and thoughts regarding the issue. And of the 1,600 members in the group, about 160 individuals voted. So kind of about 10%, not a big sample size. About 75 to 80% of people wanted the group to be exclusively for Asian individuals, and non-Asians shouldn't be able to join or come out to the events. And of course, as you may assume, this is a huge issue, huge controversy, because it has to do with race and culture. That means a lot to some individuals. So there's kind of two diverging opinions regarding this issue. Firstly, you got people on one hand that they don't want white people or non-Asians joining the Facebook group. They don't want to see them in the events. And I definitely can understand where these individuals are coming from. For some members who probably grew up in the Midwest or another country where there isn't a high Asian population, they probably do want to see an exclusive group that's exclusively for the Asian population. They probably see it as a safe space for shared experiences. They probably grew up facing the same issues of discrimination, cultural misunderstanding, racism, and so forth. And it's a place that, these individuals can feel like they're at home, that there's individuals that look like them, think like them, grew up just like them, and so on. On the other side, there's individuals who want a more inclusive environment, who do want non-Asians in the group and participating in the events. And I can definitely see where they're coming from. They want the group to be inclusive and diverse. For these individuals, growing up, I think you can include me on this. When growing up, they were taught that having an inclusive environment is good, that diversity is good. Having a group of different races and cultures and backgrounds is something that we should all strive for. And some of the things that they've brought up are, non-Asians can be allies. They can be understanding of Asian culture. They might want to know more. They might be cool with their friends. Obviously their friends might be in the group and they want to chill with them. That's obvious. Now, where I stand is regarding should non-Asians and whites be allowed to be in this Facebook group and to participate in the events. I think I do want an exclusive group. Let me rephrase that. I think I do want a group that's exclusively for Asian individuals, and let me tell you why. I think in general, from a macro perspective, we always have to make our people of color, we always have to make groups or ideas or change our culture and our thinking to make it palatable for a white audience. Whether it's westernizing our food, whether it's the clothes that we wear, that people traditionally wear, or the ideas or our ideas, we always have to, it's always seems to be on us to change it so Western audiences can understand it, so we can fit in with the Western society or white society, whatever you want to call it. And so that's my reasoning for being part of this group and making it exclusively for Asians. I'm really interested to see a group that has that shared cultural understanding of, hey, we're all Asian individuals. We came from the same similar cultural backgrounds. We might have the same experiences growing up. And there's comfort that there's knowing that there's people that look like me that perhaps, think the same way I do. But I do understand the difficulty of having a group that's exclusively for Asians. Obviously, if you're, barring certain groups from participating, that's like discrimination. And you're excluding individuals who genuinely want to, whether they just want to hang out with their friends that are in the group, or they genuinely do want to know more about Asian culture, or they want to see what they can do to improve race, to tackle racism, to be anti-racist. So these are all legitimate concerns, and of course, I want a group that's diverse, whether it's culturally or racially. We're kind of in at a crossroads. How do you make a group that's focused on Asian culture, Asian experiences, a safe environment to foster communication, discussion regarding issues around the Asian community, and how do you also make it that other people feel welcome and invited? Well, to be honest, I really don't know. Some individuals have come up with a referral system. What the referral system is, obviously the group will be geared toward Asian individuals, but you can refer a friend in that could be non-Asian. It could possibly strike a balance between having a group that's for the Asian community, but also open for non-Asians to come in and have fun. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to satisfy both sides. I highly doubt it will, but perhaps it may possibly be a step in the right direction. Now, I want to take some time to talk about some of the ridiculous assumptions and ideas that other people have made regarding this issue. Most of these ideas are coming from people who want to make the group exclusively Asian, and I feel the need to address some of these ideas that I think are borderline racist. borderline racist, and ignorant. And unfortunately, they're all coming from the one side that doesn't want any non-Asians or in the group. The first thing is people are making blanket assumptions that non-Asians have all these pro-white ideas, whatever pro-white even means. Now, they say that non-Asians are automatically pro-white, and if you're open to having non-Asians in the group, then you yourself are automatically pro-white and should be shunned and banned from Subtle Asian Bay Area. Now, the second idea is assuming every non-Asian person has yellow fever. Now, obviously, some individuals probably do have yellow fever and fetishize in Asian bodies, particularly Asian females. But I think it's absolutely ignorant to say if you're white or non-Asian, you automatically have yellow fever. That's just a sweeping generalization. Another idea is you can only be in Subtle Asian Bay Area if you're a real Asian. Real Asian? What is that supposed to mean? Well, no one really defines what a real Asian is. No one defines what a real Asian is. No one defines what's a real black man. No one really defines what a real white person means. So when you're setting up these checkboxes of what a real Asian is, that could be really problematic. Firstly, what checkboxes are you trying to set up? What does it mean to be a real Asian? Does that mean you have to go to Chinese school every weekend? Does that mean that you have to play the piano or a string instrument? Does that mean that you have slanted eyes or something? It's extremely problematic when you're setting this criteria up. Because think about, you might be even perpetuating stereotypes, which is something that we want to go away from, that we absolutely doesn't want to be associated with. We don't want to be stereotyped. No one does. But when you're setting up these checkboxes of what it means to be Asian, then you're shunning and excluding large segments of the population. What happens if you don't fit into the criteria? What happens if you didn't do this as a kid, you didn't accomplish this as a person, you didn't grow up experiencing X, Y, and Z? Are these people real Asians? Hugely problematic. And that kind of leads me to my last point. If you're a half Asian, people have told me that people have mentioned to me that half Asians do face some internal anguish. What do you identify as? Do you identify as Asian? Do you define as your other half? And there's issues if, do you pass as white, or if you don't pass as white? Society is going to judge you in different ways. Some individuals have even questioned the identity of half Asians. Because if you're not going to let half Asians join, well, think about it. You don't choose what race you are when you're born. You don't choose how you physically look like, so you pass off as, one race or another. And then you have to go back to that checkbox that you've made for yourself of what a real Asian is. Oh, does this person physically look Asian? Does this person have to have Asian experiences growing up? What are Asian experiences? Once you involve individuals who are half Asian, it just makes everything even more complicated. It's definitely a very difficult and controversial issue that I'm not sure if there's an easy solution to. I think we can all agree. Lastly, my last point is I think we can all agree that we want a group that is kind, respectful, and a place where we have common culture, that we can have discussions surrounding the Asian American experience, and a group that's kind and respectful of others. How we do that while addressing the need for diversity, inclusiveness, and whether non-Asians should be allowed to join is a whole different story. I don't know if there's a easy answer, a one-size-fits-all that everyone's going to be happy with. I don't know the answer myself. It's likely that this is going to be an ongoing issue, and I'm really interested to see where the admins take it, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that everyone's happy and that we can all get along. Thanks for listening, and this is Rice Man Louie signing off.